Hey guys, it's Cole here, back with another redstone tutorial video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this extremely compact, seamless, and continuous hidden staircase. This staircase comes with a T flip-flop installed, so it's button activated right from the start. And it might look pretty complicated, but it's actually mostly simple redstone, and there's actually not a whole lot of wiring to it either. As you can see here, there's actually quite a bit of space, especially on this side. There's a lot of open space inside of this thing despite its small size. And a lot of the space is filled up with these filler blocks that we've got in front of these pistons here. And that's just to make this as cheap as possible, really cutting down on the amount of redstone you need to build this. Also, you can optionally add in this door. That really adds to the seamless theme, especially when it's closed, because then it covers up these pistons that you would otherwise see. Now before we go any farther, I want to talk about chunk borders. This build doesn't always like being split on chunk borders. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now I say sometimes because, like you can see in this clip from the future, this one is split 4 ways on chunk borders and it has no issues. However, I do know from testing that having a chunk border right here often causes issues. And where it gets weirder is the issue that it causes is while the door still opens or while the staircase still opens and closes, the block that's right here, you see this piston when it's underneath this block will extend, pushing this up and then leaving it like that. But see, this is where it gets really weird, is if we break these out of the way here, you see, so it's when the piston is right here, that's what's causing the issue, and it's pushing that up. But what's weird about it is there is no way for this piston to be powered. There's no block next to it that's being given power that could be powering it. So I don't know why the chunk borders caused that issue, but they just magically make that piston get powered somehow. So you may want to check your chunk borders before building this. So if you have the Foxy No Tails pack, it'll make that nice and easy. Otherwise, you're most likely going to be fine, I'm guessing, but I cannot guarantee building on a chunk border other than the one that's right here. If you have a chunk border right there, that I know it's going to give you issues. Optionally, to fix that, if you do have that issue, you could put like a pillar here and either hide an obsidian or something in there, or just make it 13 blocks tall so that piston can't extend there. But that is an issue that I feel I should tell you about. Here's all of the resources that you'll need for this build. Now this slime ball here, this can be any item you want, it's just to go in the T flip-flop. These light blue concrete can be any solid block of your choice, which is what we're going to use to build most of the structure of this. This glass can be any transparent block you want, so if you have an extra slab or a stair lying around, you can use that instead, and the orientation will not matter. And then this lime concrete here is any solid block you want that you know is going to be seen. So this is the part that's going to make up our walls and our floor. And then of course you're going to need some stairs as well. Now I'm going to be building this in the orientation you see here, with 4 blocks of space on this side of the stairs and 5 on this side. Now if you are in the situation where you only have 4 on this side but you have 5 on this side, don't worry, I still got you. At the very end of the video I'm going to have some photos for you to screenshot. There's going to be 2 sets, each going through the build 1 layer at a time. The first set of images will be how to build it in the orientation that I'm going to, and then there'll be a second set in the mirrored orientation, so if you are in that situation, you're not out of luck. To start out, you're going to need to dig out an area below your floor that is 4 by 4 by 10, with this glass block here being your floor. Though if you want to save yourself some digging, you can instead only dig out 3 layers. And then with that bottom layer, what you're going to do is you're just going to break out this block that would be below your last stair block, place a torch, and this one right here. And the orientation of these does not matter, you can place it anywhere in here, just as long as they are on, or well, in this area, they will work. Now if you instead choose to dig all 4 layers, you're going to then need to place blocks in all of these locations. And then from there, you'll need to install your 2 torches in the same locations. Now from here, it's all the same. So to start out, we're going to place some redstone dust in a few places. So in those 2, right here, and right here. And then from there, we'll install a few repeaters. One there, one there. This one will set to 4 ticks, and this one will set to 3. We'll install another one here, set to 1 tick. Another one here, set to 1 tick. And from there, we'll install a few blocks. So we're going to have a block right there. Another one here. One more right here. Here. And here. And then lastly, one right here. From here we'll install our T flip-flop. So we're going to have 2 comparators coming out of it. Then first, a dropper facing this way, another one facing up, one more sideways like that, and then a hopper going down into that one. And then here we can install our random item into that hot dropper there. And then from there we're going to build this as if the staircase was open. So we're going to have a torch there, torches here and here. Now we can start installing a few more blocks. We're going to put a target block there. And from here we'll pull out our pistons, our sticky pistons, and our stairs, along with our observers. We're going to place 1 piston, temporary block there, and a piston right there. A solid block of choice in front of it, our glass block. Then from here, we can pull out our visible blocks, so we're going to need those soon. And remember, this glass block can be any transparent block you want, so it could be a slab or a stair, and the orientation will not matter. Here, place a temporary block there, piston on top of it, break that. Then we'll place 2 more solid blocks. Now here's where we start installing our visible blocks, right here and here, and then a stair. So now going on to the next layer, we can start out with some more pistons. And place 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, here, and then 2 more in front of those. Then from there, we'll install 2 sticky pistons facing up, 2 visible blocks beside them. We can install a block right there to power that piston, a torch on top of that block next to it. From here we'll install another piston there, a block on top of that torch to power that block. Then from there we'll install an observer next to this piston that's going to be going into a sticky piston facing sideways. Then we can install 2 more visible blocks. We'll come over here, we'll install 2 more block of choice there. Then from here we'll have a observer that's looking at that torch that's going to be going into a repeater set to 3 ticks. If you experience a lot of lag though, you may want to set that to 4 ticks. I'm going to set it at 3. Then we're going to place a block over top of that torch that repeater is going to be going into with repeater down there, not torch, but then a torch on the side of that block. Now from here, we install a piston here, or a sticky piston here and there. We install another stair block here. Now for the final layer, we can place redstone dust on top of all those, and on top of these 3, that piston will power. Block on top of that one. We can install 2 more pistons right here like this. Now we're going to install 3 observers like that. This one's going to get a block in front of it there. And then we'll have 2 more sticky pistons. From here we can install 3 more solid blocks. And then here we'll install 3 more visual blocks. Another stair there. Here we can install 4 pistons on this side. Each one of these is going to get a solid block of choice, And then these last 4 blocks right here of the visible blocks, these will all be seen when it's closed. These are what's going to make up your floor. And then lastly, 1 stair there, and from there you can cover it up with your whatever your floor block is, and it's complete. Now the last thing to do is to hook this up to a button. So we'll grab our button here. So wherever you want to put this button, it don't matter, we'll put it right here. So now we just got to hook a redstone line up to that. So we'll run our redstone line into this dropper right here, and you cannot use a repeater here, because a repeater will send power through this block and into that redstone dust, which we do not want that, so you have to use a redstone dust there. From here we'll line this around, get her hooked up, and she's working. Now to build the door, you're first going to need to figure out whether or not you want to continue your staircase past what the build is, or if you want to just end it right where the build stops. Now if you want to end it right where the build stops, you're just going to need these materials here. However, if you want to continue your staircase deeper, you're also going to need these additional materials. Now we're first going to build it as if we are stopping our staircase. So we're going to add a torch right here, a block here, here, and here, glass there, and then 3 redstone dust. If you wanted to, you could also use a slab on the upper half of the block or an upside down stairs there as well. Now from here, I'm going to place 2 sticky pistons there, and then you can fill this all in with some visual blocks. Then over here, all we're going to do is add a sticky piston right there, and then just add in those blocks. And now you can see our door is working. Now if you were to be continuing this staircase on, this block is instead going to be a piston, and then from there you're going to add in just random block there, a visual block here, a visual block here. You're going to add a torch right here, a piston there, and then a filler block in front of that. And that will be your door. Oh, I forgot to throw in the redstone dust there. And that's your door if you are continuing the staircase. Well, the screenshots are still coming up, but other than that, that's all I got for you today. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. And I'll see you next time.